This is the first episode of Reading Under the Stars. Meet me with the book I'm going to discuss today with you. The name is Tommy's Unstoppable Gran. It's written by the most famous Miss Leanne and illustrated by Ricky Oddy. Let us start with a few glimpses of what's there in the book. I'm not going to discuss everything because I don't want it to be a spoiler for you, but I would want you to hold that suspense and to go ahead. Let's just see what's there in the book right now. As we start, there are three main characters in it. The first character being a boy. He's 10 years old. What's his name? Of course, his name is Tommy. Second is his grandmom. This is the most amazing part. Her name is Emily Trumpton. And third is the mom. So the story starts in a basic setting like anywhere. The grandmom she's a bit old, she's got a few aches and pains, and the 10-year-old boy, and the two is the main spirit of the book, the grandmom and the boy. So it starts off when they want to go for shopping. Grandmom has prepared a list. It gets torn into crumbles, and there's a dog who's very naughty, and the grandson has to, like Tommy, he has to take away bits and pieces and tries to mix and match. This is a good exercise for your kids because they will learn to, match the real things like cheesecake and pizza, or cheesecake or cornflakes, and it gets all mixed up. So it's a good activity for the kids. I recommend that. And the second part is after they go shopping, there are a few things that when she comes out, the grandmom, her purse gets stolen, the dog runs with the purse into the lake, and the granny runs after them because she wants to get her purse from the dog. And then ultimately she ends up saving the dog and covering it up, taking it home, taking care of it. And ultimately there's the mom putting up the ads in the social media because of lost dog kind of a thing, reporting a missing dog. And the owners come and find the dog and they give them awesome reward. She gets featured in the newspaper for this again. She gets famous. And she doesn't say that she did it because she wants to protect her bag. She wanted to get her bag from the dog. She ends up being a hero. And the second part I really enjoyed and loved is that she picked up this book, which is the main theme of the story. It's Tommy's Unstoppable Gran and the Magic Potion. That's the title. So there is a magic potion, ingredients and everything that there is to preparing this potion in this book. Behind the book there are the seeds of the plant, and there is a man who's chasing them because he wants to ensure that the book is in safe hands. And Gran is not interested in the book. She's like, take it away from me. And then when she knows that the potion is to make a person more energetic, beautiful, and reverses their age. Whoa, Granny wants this book. She doesn't let it go. And she's like, I will do everything. She doesn't get out of her home. She does everything. She grows the plant and she has the first potion. But yes, it is on an occasion. What gets stolen is that it's a lottery ticket. It's an old lottery ticket from the last week and not the fresh one. And Granny, it flies inside the cage where the monkeys are, and monkey business everywhere. So Granny drinks a potion, goes inside, tries to rescue the ticket and come back, and instead she gets threatened by all these zookeepers and the people who clean up the cage, and they are told her never to get back to the zoo again. And then mom becomes even more furious because the ticket belonged to last week. They lost a chance for nothing. They come home, and then there's another adventure. This book is filled with adventures, I must tell you. After that, let me just quickly look up. And then in the middle, we have a part where she's going to get interviewed by the newspaper for the dog rescue. And then a man comes in, and she believes that she is a super chatty nanny. And she wants to chat away, not giving a chance to anybody to speak. Just tell and tell and tell, speak and speak and speak. And she doesn't even realize that the man who entered the door is not the person who came to interview her, but instead he is there to do some other business. Okay, and when the real newspaper people come, the reporters, when they come to interview her, and she's like shocked, oh my god, these are the people. Okay, so this was one of the episodes over there that was really more amusing and enjoyable. And then comes the main part when she is invited by the queen because of all these things of bravery and courage that she's done. Oh yes, before that, she is this boy, the grandson Tommy, is being followed by someone in school, and then she says like, even when I had gone outside, there was a man who was following me, chasing me. And then it happens that, you know, there's this chasing thing, and she gets locked up in a place which is like almost deserted. There's a house, and Tommy goes to save the granny, and there's a purse that's flinging over the portion, water crashing. She's drinking something, some amount of it, and then wham, you know, she's like winding him up. There's a big fight or something like that, and then she's like, you know, okay, finally she puts him down, and you know, because she's got strength with the potion. And then both of them, they escape, the grandson and Tommy and the granny, and they come home safely, hopefully, thankfully for that. And then after that, there's an interview with the queen. They receive a letter from the queen saying that they're going to an interview. So they go over there, and then they find out they have to stand in a line. It's very funny when Tommy's trying to, you know, stop all the noises in the stomach because they're waiting for the queen. And then after that episode of encounter with the queen, again, there's a suspense. There's some an action. Granny doesn't leave any place without an action. So there are a couple of dogs which are being watched by the dog keepers, and then Granny sees that dogs aren't happy. There's something wrong with the dog guards. They're saying the name's wrong, and then they find out that these are actually kidnappers who's come to kidnap the dog of the queen. Oh my god. And then what happens is that she again wrestles them and saves the dog, and they're in the castle, in the queen's palace, sorry. They find out, the guards come. Tommy is a hero here. He goes and he calls the guards and says, there's something wrong, there's a kidnapping over here, come quick. And then you know, like, the dogs are saved, and she gets an honor by the queen. The queen wants to reward her, and then she says politely, she refuses, and she says like she just wants to go back home, enough of an adventure for a day. And the queen arranges her safe transport in a wow, luxurious VIP manner all to her home. This was a very wonderful story written by Miss Leanne. Again, thank you so much, Leanne, for filling our day with adventures with this book. We hope to look for more books from you of such. And for Ricky Oddy, this was a wonderfully illustrated book, although not all the pages are illustrated, but the illustrations are simply marvelous. And you know, like, it fills us with delight whenever we have a look at the images that are there. That is the main theme of the story. In each chapter, there's an illustration that tells us something about the main happening that's there. Overall, I would give this book a 5 out of 5, or even more than that, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope all of you enjoy reading them. And do subscribe and press on the link below, go to the author's page, communicate with Miss Leanne, and try to get a copy of it yourself. Student the best, don't let that. Bye bye.